Welcome back to Crypto Front. This is the front line where we are fighting for financial freedom. We want to be taking a look at the rest of the market, really. We have had a fantastic weekend here on the crypto space. Everything has held up pretty well. The main event was just Jasmy, while this weekend we were anticipating for Jasmy to have a pump, and really obviously it's something that is amazing to see that coming into realization. So that was great. We were looking, we were really anticipating for something like that to happen with Jasmy. So that was really great. But we need to see what exactly is going to show up right there. But I think that right now the market has just moved into the next phase of the bull market, in which we are going to see a blow off top, right? And I think that is going to really surprise a lot of people, and it's going to come as a surprise because of the time it's just going to take, for the whole market to start taking off, right? So yeah, just as I was saying in the last update, we are going to be having this regular show, these regular live streams, where we are going to be talking about the market, first of all, because we really don't have much time left in the market to begin with, and secondly, I think we have more time in the summer, and we're going to be having these ones on a regular basis. If you like that, I want to kindly ask you to help me spread the video just by delicately tapping the like button. It really helps the YouTube algorithm and people looking for this kind of content right there. Instead of the crypto space, they can now easily be able to find this live stream right there, right? So without much ado, let's actually jump right into the Jasmy price set and show you exactly what the price is doing here and exactly what we have been anticipating. So we have said for the longest of time, look, we are in a range. We've got resistance at the top, we've got support at the top, at the bottom, sorry, and obviously at the bottom you need to be buying, at the top you need to be selling, and you can see that's exactly what most traders are doing right there with the Jasmy price that you can see the week that we are having. The daily candle hasn't closed just yet, but it's really so much clear that there are sellers right at this point, right? Congratulations to everybody who was in a trade with me, because we were really talking about this trade. I was posting on Twitter, I was posting even in my own Patreon, and that was fantastic. We took some good amount of cash from there, so that's great right there. Now the question obviously is, are we going to break this resistance right there? Just as we were speaking, and just as we were talking about before this thing broke out, but we're saying that, look, the main event here is going to be the RSI. We want to see the RSI trending right above 60.62 right there. That is confirmation that the bull market is back for Jasmy, and no matter what happens in the immediate short term here, I think that it's really clear that the confirmation for the bullish trend has been confirmed for Jasmy, and I think that Jasmy is actually leading the market right now. I'm just going to show you that with a chart. So let's take a look at this. So this is Jasmy, right? But take a look at Jasmy versus like all other altcoins, which are obviously not Ethereum, right? So take a look at this. We're going to be comparing that to the total 3. Let me see if I can find that nice and easy. I usually find it after a whole bunch of difficulty, but yes, fantastic. This is great. So we are seeing Jasmy, as you can see here, relative to the rest of the market. But remember, last week I was coming out and saying that, look guys, Jasmy is looking like it is going to be outperforming the rest of the market by up to something like 80%, and that's exactly what we are seeing here. So Jasmy pretty much is leading the rest of the market right now. Good indication for the rest of the market that a breakout is also coming. So let's just hope that maybe this week we have something great happening for the rest of the market, right? So Jasmy, yes, looking like it's gonna outperform the rest of the market. We have had a breakout, so I think it's still gonna continue, even if the market is probably gonna go sideways and stuff like that. So that's great. Taking a look at ICP, Internet Computer, maybe some kind of underperforming right there from ICP, but as you may know, I'm really patient with ICP. I think that we still have got a fantastic price target to look forward to. We are looking at something like $16, so probably even an entry into a trade right at something like $12 is not a bad idea at all for ICP, targeting something like here. If we're just gonna go ahead, maybe a 33% or something like that. Now on leverage, if you're on a 3x leverage, you are definitely going to be getting something like 100% return right there, right? Again, you have to set your stop losses nice and easy and stuff like that, right? I'm doing that for some guys in the Patreon, right? But I think that it's really still bullish right there, right? It may not be feeling like that right at this point, but look, I think you've already been used to the drill right now, that it's only when the price is not moving that people are not paying attention. When it really starts moving, everybody wants a piece of the cake that we're asking, is it time to buy? But the honest truth is it will be late by then, right? So one thing that I wanted to talk about, I wanted to talk a little bit about meme coins. There's this one right here, right, called Skid, right, a success of a kid. This really is something that I think has got a potential right there. It's something like $4 million, super risky, but again, you don't need to put a lot of money into it, right? I mean, just $100 probably will do great, because if it 10x's, your $100 is now $1,000. It will just be going to something like a 40 million in terms of market cap, right? Another one that I wanted to talk about that has actually been making a lot of noise is Cheers, right? So check out that meme coin Cheers. I think it's one that really has got some traction, right? I'll be buying some for my own. I mean, today it's already up something like what was that, 70% or something like that. So if you are into meme coins, I think that that trend is coming back, and you could be positioning yourself for something that is great. That Cheers that I'm talking about is you know, that DiCaprio meme coin, right, where he's going like cheese and stuff like that. It's actually doing something like that. I checked it out today. I think it's a fantastic one, even from a chat perspective. I think it's still something that is very, very good, right? So check it out. Relative to our trade that we took last week, Myro, which was a massive success right there, I think it's just really right on that target that we were targeting. So fantastic. Congratulations are going to everybody from the Patreon who took that trade right there. One thing that I wanted to talk about is maybe Ethereum. I wanted to talk about Ethereum, saying that, look, Ethereum has cleared all Fibonacci retracements right at this point, and it's looking like we are headed for that 1.618, which is putting something Ethereum at around something like maybe $5,000 right there, right? So, you know, I really don't have much to cover, but I want you to actually suggest coins that we take a look at. Remember, this show is for you, so we're going to be interacting together. Mindful Journey, hey man, how are you doing? You want us to check Cardano? Let's quickly check Cardano and see what ADA is up to. I think it really has a fantastic setup for a bull market, but I think that it won't do as much as it did in the last bull market. It was really a beast in the last bull market. But take a look at this. For Cardano, it's really clear. I mean, this chart maybe is not indicating the whole thing, but take a look at this structure here, Mindful Journey. We have seen this before. Take a look at this whole wake of accumulation pattern here for Cardano. Pretty much the same thing that we are seeing here, obviously maybe a little bit different, but take a look at what eventually happened here before it took off, right? So let me quickly go ahead and try to indicate that for you. Look here, this vectors here, right into these support levels here, right into these support levels here, is what marked the whole thing to start flying, right? So I don't really think it's gonna do great in terms of like you know, what can I say, multiples relative to other things. I think other things are gonna do better than Cardano, but from a chart perspective, this setup is really one that is fantastic. If we have a success back test right there, I will definitely be looking for retracement levels, right? Because right now it's a big cap, really big cap, but look, there is here probably something like 0.3H2, so that's $1.25 for Cardano. There, $1.25 for Cardano. People will be looking to sell here. So that's just 200% from here. I don't know if it's gonna exceed that, but I'm not into Cardano, just, you know, for full I mean, what do they call it? Oh my god, the word just really escaped me. But you know what, I'm not into Cardano right at this point. Should it now continue breaking all the way to the 0.618 Fibonacci retracement level, clearing something like $2.50, if it clears $2.50, I think yeah, definitely it will just go into a massive bull market, targeting something like $5 right there. But I'm not really super optimistic about Cardano. I don't know, I'm not really super optimistic. Velo, please, buddy. All right, before I go to Velo, somebody is saying Skid on Solana. Yeah, it's a meme coin on Solana, and it's just really at the floor, really just at the floor. If you are somebody who is not really scared of risk, because this thing in terms of market cap is just like $4 million, but that also means that the growth is much more in that regard as well, because if it just goes to something like $40 million, you've made a 10x Then from a $40 million in terms of market cap, if it goes to something like, let's say $400 million, I mean, you're super rich just from $100, right? So that's the concept with these meme coins, right? Nothing much in terms of fundamentals and stuff like that, but I think that in terms of like returns, they are really providing a great opportunity, right? Mindful Journey wants us to take a look at Link, and whilst we are looking at Link, I want you guys to be suggesting your altcoins that you want us to take a look at right there. And even if you have any other question, what we can try to answer it right there. Let's see, Chainlink, where can I get a better chart? Maybe let's just check Coinbase, but Link has actually been doing well. I mean, ever since this wake of accumulation pattern, massive breakout, just consolidating right there, holding support. Yeah, holding support right here. Oh, that's great. Yeah, I think it still has got a good chance of getting into previous all-time highs. It has a better chart compared to Cardano, if you ask me, because it's super close to its like major Fibonacci retracement levels, in my humble opinion. So yes, Chainlink is one that promises a new all-time high, in my humble opinion, for this bull cycle. It's looking great. One thing that really has me excited as well is this wake of accumulation pattern here. It really took so long, taking its time just to get in all the buys and stuff like that. So yeah, I think it's one that can have a new all-time high this cycle. Yeah, so let's quickly check that Cheers thing. Why? I mean, today is already up 72%. That's the meme coin, but the chart itself is looking great. I mean, let's just go ahead and try to maximize it. So this chart usually is a chart but it usually does great, man. Let me quickly see if I can find it. This is not usually how I set up my things, but on a 1 hourly time frame, let's see what we got on a 1 hourly time frame. I really have no idea how to change the time from here, but let's see here. Okay, we get it 1 hour. So if you have seen any of my Jasmine videos, this is the same setup that I keep saying that, look, this is the setup that you want to see when you're looking for 50x or something like that, because for whatever reasons, all the altcoins just behave in this kind of a way before they just start moving to the upside. Let's see if we can grab a ruler here. This is not really the one that we want to get, but and let's see here. This is a 12x. Oh, this is really cool. This is really cool. So I think, yeah, guys, you should be checking out this Cheers. This is really one of the most popular I mean, real life memes that is out there. So for it to be a meme coin itself on Solana, this is the the DiCaprio meme Cheers thing. I think it's something that is great, right? By the way, I'm not sponsored to be promoting it. I just saw it and I think that it's something that is very good. All right. So let's get back to our own charts that we were looking at. We're looking at Link. I think that Link is something that is promising a new all-time high for this semester. I'm saying for this semester, man. For this bull cycle. Let's quickly take a look at Immutable X. I think I saw an interesting chart this morning with Immutable X, but let me see if I can actually recall what I was taking a look at with Immutable X. Yeah, I had drawn a resistance level here. All right, so Immutable X here, Mindful Journey. Just because I am super biased in terms of like where this market is gonna be going, I would be opening a long position here with Immutable X. I know it really sounds crazy. It really sounds crazy, but I think that I'm gonna be opening a long position here. The reason why I'm doing that is that it's easy to set a stop loss. Why? So if I'll be entering a long position, for example, from this area, I would be doing something like this. I'm gonna be targeting something like a 32% to the upside, but I'm also gonna be setting my stop loss. Let's see here if we can get 1:3. Yeah, if I set my this is something that is, yeah, it's good. All right, so let's go ahead and let me tell you the exact figures that I'm talking about here. I would actually be buying Immutable X between something like $2.37, where it's currently sitting right now, and I'm also going to be buying until something like $2.24, right? So $2.37, $2.24 is where I'll be buying in right there. Just setting my stop loss slightly below this level right there, $2.15, right? So that is something like a 9-10% drop as my stop loss should the price go down 10%, 9%. I'm out of that trade, but I'll be targeting something like a 33% here for Immutable X short term, right? I can even go for a long position in terms of leverage, obviously, right? Multiply this by 3 or by 5 relative to obviously your risk tolerance, right? So if I'm going 3x on this one here, I'm willing to lose 30% of my trade, and then should it go to the upside there, I'm targeting at least 100% right there. So 1:3 risk to reward ratio, I think it's very good, right? So short term wise, I think I'm expecting something like this. By the way, this is exactly how we traded the Miro trade. So I mean, if there were any lessons which we learned from there, maybe this can be one good example right there. I had looked at it like earlier this morning, but obviously, I mean, you can get a rejection from this, but I really don't care, to be honest with you. I usually get 6 out of 10 of my trades, so this can actually be one of the 4 that I usually lose, so it really doesn't matter. Anyway, I'm just suggesting coins which were popular 3 to 4 months ago, back late 2023. Okay, no problem. That's good. At least you keep the conversation going right there. You want us to take a look at Polkadot. Let's see Polkadot. Really, this one has been a disappointment for me, and I actually hold not Polkadot itself, but I hold like Kusama, right? So I think the ticker symbol is DOT. Let's see here, DOT. Okay. Wow, okay. Well, to be honest with you, a long term, it looks like it's not going to be doing anything, but I'm targeting something like $16 here for Polkadot. Okay, short term wise, if we are looking for trades here for Polkadot, it also has that kind of a setup where you just need to get above this previous high and then you're continuously going to the upside right there. But long term, Polkadot, I don't know, man. I don't know. There has been talk of Polkadot 2.0, this and that. The chart looks amazing, let me just be honest with you, but it's looking like it's going to take a bit much more time for it to start picking itself up. I really don't have much to say about Polkadot right now, but let's see. When the market starts moving, you also know that like the dynamics also kind of change because people are much more interested, and you can actually start to see some different perspectives right there. Let's see. David Middleman, is this F? Yeah, we're looking at us, so maybe just confirm with me. David Middleton. Oh, this is not, it's Middleton, not Middleman. No problem then. I was thinking it's one of my friends from the Patreon. His name is Middleton. Okay, I've a DOT pegged. Man, yeah. So to be honest with you, DOT is just waiting for the rest of the market to react. These ones are not like market leaders right at this point. They just want to see like some more reaction from the market itself, and then they start moving. But yeah, it would have been nice if you just bought like support right around something like $6.7 right there. So let's take a look at another one, which was VeChain. So VeChain is also one that I have a soft for. When I started my YouTube channel, I was really talking about VeChain a lot. I actually have a chart set up right there, right? So this is the okay. So yeah, let me just be honest with you here with VeChain. I think like no bias, no what. I've already said that I love it or something like that, but still. This is just a good chart, man. This is just a good chart. It's clean, it's nice, it really doesn't have much more doubt. You are just coming off of your Wyckoff accumulation pattern, nice and easy, back testing your support. I see no reason whatsoever of not buying this support level with VeChain, right? So let's just go ahead and grab off a Fibonacci retracement level and try to figure out where you could be selling your first not Polkadot, but VeChain, right? So you're selling at around 130%, 125% maybe from this support level here. Yeah, to be honest with you, I just don't see any reason of not buying VeChain right at this point. targeting at least something like here. That's what, 7.7 cents. I think it's a good one, man. I really think it's a good one. So yeah, I think that VeChain is one that is gonna pull the same move that what was the other one that we were covering so much? Arweave, right? So when we bought Arweave, it really had the same kind of a setup, and by the time it just started moving and moving and moving, it went all the way high to it's like 0.5 Fibonacci retracement level. So should the same thing happen here for VeChain, we are looking at something like a 340%. I think in terms of buys and targeting the 340%, VeChain is a good one. In my humble opinion, VeChain is a good one. My average on Polkadot is 6.7. I think you're good then. I think you're good because I think I really expect something like $16 a short term. The market is gonna pick some steam in the immediate short term, I would guess, and that's what I'm seeing from my own analysis, right? Let's quickly take a look at another one. My sorry, Matic. Matic. Let's quickly Matic. This is Polygon, right? Let's see Matic here. I think I had a kind of a structure set up right there with Matic, but I don't know if I still have it. Do I still have it? Probably I don't have it anymore, but I had set it right there. Okay, so this is the setup that I have for Matic. I expect something like what was that, $7, 9 point something dollars, $9 point something at the peak of this bull cycle. Yeah, for now it's looking like it's just going to be working itself up, but we have seen the setup before, right, where you have your initial and then you set a higher low, and you're just having this range right here on top. The moment you break this whole thing here, it slides out, right? But it will probably be too late to be buying it around something like $1.50. It will be too late. It's already 100-something% from where it is right now. I think that yeah, if you have conviction with Matic, yeah, around 70-something cents is a good buy. I already had this setup before, and I think I've talked about it just a bit on my channel, that I'll be targeting something. Did I say $7? I really don't remember what I said back then, but right now it's looking like I'm targeting something like $10 here for Matic. I really don't know. Let me quickly check the market cap here for Matic. Let's see what we got. All right, so what is this one now? Okay, let's see, Polygon number 18. Yeah, it's looking like everything is now in circulating supply, 99%. There is nothing that is stopping this whole thing. It's good. It's good. 7 point something billion dollars. Let's go ahead and try to measure that from a, you know, yeah, a 10x is something that is possible, right? For Matic, I think it's good. Let's see. Let me also be checking the time and see how much we have. Yes, AVAX. AVAX. Let's quickly take a look at AVAX. Okay, AVAX. I mean, these are real cryptos. I mean, this is what cryptocurrency is all about. So with Polkadot, no, I don't know, not Polkadot, AVAX. I really don't know when I drew this whole thing here, but you can already see that I had put like a support level here between like that's $29 and $25. $25, $29 was the support level. It's looking like it's bouncing back already. Yeah, I was targeting here. Definitely this is a Fibonacci retracement level. $90-something I was targeting right there. I think it's still 1 2 3 4 5. Nice. Let's see if we can get a new all-time high with this thing. Rejected at the 0.382 Fibonacci retracement level. I'm targeting the 0.618 Fibonacci retracement level. Yeah, so as you saw already, I had this game plan with AVAX, and really I'm not going to be changing it really, because probably I did this one maybe last year or something like that. I don't even know when I did this, but yeah, I was targeting the 0.618 Fibonacci retracement level at something like $94. By the way, you guys are probably wondering why I keep saying Fibonacci retracement level, this and that. Usually these are rejection zones, right? So if I buy something like this low here at around something like 25, by the time we get to $94, I would have made good profits, right? And I'm like, you know what, for now, this is like when the market usually decides whether they're going to break that thing or it's going to get rejected. So if I'm in profit, I don't want to be making the decision whilst I'm holding like profit. Why? Because then my decision will be rash. So I sell whenever I'm in profit right around these levels. Now, if we happen to clear those levels, that's a green light for me that the market is going into a new all-time high, and I'll be targeting the golden ratio. So that will be around something like $230. But until we get to something like $94, I really cannot know. I really cannot like predict what is going to happen beyond that. So right at the lows here, I'm very comfortable buying. But when we get to something like 0.5 or 0.618 Fibonacci retracement levels, these are usually rejection zones. So I get to sell and just stay in profit. When the market really clears those levels, I get back into the market. I will lose maybe something like a 25% or something like that. But that's cool because like on the flip side, I would have been rejected and sold like a fraction of what I would have actually earned if I sold in my wide senses. Let me just say right. Oh, so let's quickly take a look at this one here. I got rid of Matic over $1. Well, I don't know about that. I think long term it's something that is still good. I mean, if Ethereum starts moving, yeah, these narratives are just gonna come back. Right now it's meme coins, AI, meme coins, AI, meme coins, AI. But the tide can also change real quick, right? So let's quickly take a look at HBAR, which is also one that I have for the long term. Let's quickly see. I have it somewhere here on my saved items, reserve price, which is this one here. Let's quickly take a look at that quant. HBAR, okay. So is this the market cap or what? Okay, this is the market cap, but I want the price itself. So let's quickly take a look at. Okay, so remember that VeChain chart that I was showing you, and also this chart really has me excited for one that really obviously doesn't have any connection to it, right? But Filecoin is probably also having the same kind of a thing, getting back to the lows here, getting supported. You are looking to break out right now. As you can see, I don't know who asked the question, but I think maybe it's Mindful Journey. Still here for HBAR. I'll be taking profits around something like this is what 16 cents or something like that. I already predetermined that, but also should we exceed before that level, right ahead of that level, we are looking at the next one here, 24 cents, 25 cents for HBAR, and the big one here should be 31 cents. Should HBAR clear 31 cents, man, it's new all-time highs. This altcoin has done well, to be honest with you guys. I mean, from the very bottom it has gone up maybe something like 200, but the good thing is that it really didn't it hasn't had boring price action just like the rest of the other ones, right? So maybe 200% is not too bad, but I think that it also has had supply issues. Let me actually see like how much of the whole thing is in the circulating supply. Let's see. 71. So yeah, I think its biggest enemy right now is the circulating supply, 71% right now. Yeah, this is a huge problem. There's still 30% much more to be added into circulating supply, so that inflation rate is going to be pressing the price down. That's why I'm going to be selling at every retracement level that I can get right there. Should it clear, like, or maybe should more of these tokens get added to the circulating supply, that's going to be much better. But right now, not too comfortable. Velo, yeah, somebody asked for Velo. I really don't know how I forgot to talk about Velo. So let's go to Velo. Where is it? It's down right here. Okay. So with Velo, probably I'm gonna say something that you are not gonna like. I don't know, but I'm just gonna say it because that's exactly how I feel and that's exactly how I think. Right. So should I start here, or maybe let me just give you a background right there. So yeah, with Velo, basically, if you look at this part right of this chart, beginning maybe something like February 2023, or let's say here September 2022, right? You see that this is a very clear market cycle, right? If you just take a look at the things that have done well, go to Dogecoin, go to XRP, go to Ethereum, go to like most of these altcoins which do well in a bull market, they have this exact same structure. So for me, looking at this thing ever since September 2022 until where it has gotten to, I look at a complete cycle right there. And look at this, right? If you grab your Fibonacci retracement 2 from the very top to the bottom here, you see that it has already hit its first like golden ratio 1.618 Fibonacci extension level right there, right? So now, since it has already done that, I now expect it to drop big, right? And I was expecting this when it was wide at something like 30 like 3 cents or something like that, to drop something like a 48%. I did that, and I said, okay, a lot of people are not going to be believing it, so I'll not talk about it. Let me just leave it like that. But now that it has come all the way down, right, I actually, believe it or not, I actually adjusted this one here, because it was from way up there at around 3 cents, right? I just dropped it like this today, and I said, okay, you know what, from where it's sitting, should it drop another 12%, 15%? Is that is that something that is realistic? Yes, definitely something that is realistic. So I still expect it to drop more a little bit back to its previous all-time high. Let me go ahead and do this, right? So maybe we don't lose too much focus, right? So you may even dip lower than that, right, before you start building again. So definitely won't be touching it. In terms of buys, I will not be touching it. In terms of it having like much more future, yes, I really expect it has a bigger future here, because just buying that support level right around something like, what was that, 1.5 cents, right? From 1.5 cents, I still expect something like 28, 29 cents, right? So this is my bigger game plan for Velo. I think it's something that is very possible. That will be something like a 17x, right, in terms of like multiples. Because I really think that, I mean, the project is good. It's something that can easily challenge XRP, and XRP really hasn't done well. So people are probably likely to also just move into something that is doing well, and they are of the same narrative, right? So let's see here, Velo. I want to show you the market cap and show you, like, we are number 400 in terms of market cap, right? And there's only what, $128 million in this whole thing. Should it done a 17x from here, man, I think that it can really do well. It can really do well. The negative to this obviously is the circulating supply, but you also need to know when tokens are being released right time and again. I have a site which I usually do that, but I'll probably, you know, reserve it for my patrons, right? So we have a site which we actually track when this is going to happen and stuff like that, but it is what it is. I can buy it from there. So I think that's pretty much it, right? So let's see. I sold Algo last cycle, won't be touching it this cycle. Also forget about Algorand. Let's see here. Forgot about Algorand. Algorand, yeah, I'm holding a different coin right now. That's the chart I'm trying to see. Velodrome. That's the chart. I'm holding a different coin, Velodrome. All right, no problem then. So I'll take a look at Velodrome. I thought you were talking about Velocity, but you know, apparently you had a different idea, right? So let's quickly take a look at so sick of meme coins. Don't be sick of meme coins, man. I hated them first, but I just realized that the money is there, right? The money is just there. Get yourself one, you'll probably get bent the first time, the second time, and then the third time probably you get it right. This market is crazy. But let's see here. Algorand. Somebody says they don't want to be touching Algorand. Why? I think that it's one that is going to take some time, but it's eventually going to do well. You can already see that I have like a game plan for this thing already. The next big price target I'm looking for here is something like 96 cents. 96 cents from when the price is sitting is 1.9. So we're looking at something like a 440% from where it's sitting right now. Yeah, the narrative really hasn't been great with Algorand. It's not fitting in any of the whole thing, right? But I think eventually it's gonna do it. Look, when the bull market really appears, right, everything is just gonna move. Everything is just gonna move. In the last bull cycle, I was holding Neo. Neo didn't do anything, like it wasn't having any sort of narrative or stuff like that. But I squeezed something like a 13, 14x from that, right? Even without doing anything. Sia coin, pretty much no narrative whatsoever, but I squeezed something like a 50 something x from there. So don't really look at narratives too much, right? This setup is one that is amazing, and yeah, 93 cents, 96 cents is still okay for that, right? Let's see that Velodrome chart right there. Maybe you could also give me the ticker symbol for that Velodrome. Let's quickly take a look at it. Velodrome, okay. Is it on Maxi? Is it on Maxi? It's on Gate.io. Okay, we can trust Gate.io. Okay, so is this the whole chart? Maybe can you just confirm, like, if the whole chart began right here? Is this correct? if this is the whole chart, man, I really don't have any clear reading on this. I really don't have any clear reading on this, to be honest with you. The data is just too little to deal with. Too little to deal with. So here, if we go with the let's see if that's correct. Let me check the chat box. I bought it on just me, anyone. Vulcan. Okay, yeah, we'll talk about it, guys. Just bear with me a while. Yeah, I'm trying to answer everything. Yeah, it's in your coin. Okay, no problem then. So let's go with the assumption that this is the support level right there. What you are looking for here is something like a Wyckoff accumulation pattern, and Wyckoff accumulation patterns usually come in something like this, where you have got your preliminary support right here. You have got one selling climax, you auto rally, you do them something like this, you know, something like this right here before you completely break out and head to the top, right? So you're looking for a structure like this if this is a support level there. So let me see what you get right there, right? Is it okay, very good. Preliminary support, selling climax, secondary test right there. Okay, so I would still expect this thing, if this is its support level for real, right? I'm still expecting this thing to touch the top of its range, right there. Let's accumulate one more, and then from there eventually break out. I wouldn't be buying down here. I want to see this first, and then I'll be buying. So I'll be buying the back test of around something like what is that, 16-17 cents. This is probably where I will be buying the whole thing. Buying here is still a good deal, but let me tell you this, the honest truth, right? It's so just very much boring to be holding it throughout this whole thing, because what is likely going to be happening is that other things are going to be doing fantastic. So that's just the reality of the whole thing. But if this is the bottom of the chart right there, you'd still be expecting something like a Wyckoff accumulation pattern. It's going to be like a washing machine, obviously, right? I hope you're prepared for something like that. Let's quickly take a look at that. PYR. That was what, Vulcan, right? Okay, let's quickly take a look at that. PYR. By the way, guys, I'm running out of time. We have like maybe 10 minutes or something like that before we call the stream to a close. Let's see if we've got this PYR on Mexi or something like that here. PYR Mex. Okay, very good. Vulcan, we got it nice and easy. Okay, so let's check that. Wow. So let me say this. I don't know what this coin does, what it's all about, but from a pure technical analysis standpoint, I think that this is a buy. I think this is a buy for just one reason: main support levels. Let me see the tokenomics of this thing, right, before I say too much, right? So that's what, PYR Vulcan, right? Let's see if we can find it from there. Number 400. Okay, yeah. One negative is that we see we have got like about 44% to be added to the circulating supply. Again, it's really important to see and know at what rate those are going to be flocking to the market, right, and see what this whole thing is doing. Let me also learn a little bit of what it's doing. Why? So Forest Blockchain, Game Studio, NFT Marketplace. Okay, narrative, to be honest with you. Okay, narrative, but 50 million tokens for a bit underrated, to be honest with you, a bit underestimated. But let's see here. Yeah, this is a buy in my humble opinion. Again, I was just mentioning the Wyckoff accumulation pattern. I think that's so good. Okay, here, what else have we got? PRI is gaming. You deserve more subs. Your live stream should be packed with people. Yeah, I mean, everything has got its time, I think. Yeah, people will come when it's too late to buy. People will come to the market. Don't worry about it. Right, so let me take a look at that PYR one more time. Let's see if I can give you a much more detailed analysis on this one here. But I think, as you can see already, this is classic Wyckoff accumulation pattern. It's really easy to tell. So this is the selling climax, obviously the automatic rally, the secondary test, and phase B. So here with PYR, brother, let me just say this: there is a possibility that this will continue moving down as the spring, even setting a new lower low here. Then from there, you can have something like this right there, and then finally break out like this. This is just how usually the Wyckoff accumulation patterns work. So unless and until the rest of the market is super bullish, right, then yeah, there's still a likelihood of another low just being set, right? There's just another low being set. So if the low gets set, don't be scared to be buying, right? Don't be scared to be buying it, right? Okay, let's quickly take a look at the next one there. PYI is trading, take gaming. I mean, okay narrative, to be honest with you, Trader Joe. Let's take a look at that one. That Trader Joe, I was trading it in the last bull cycle, and it was one, but it was very good actually. Let's see here. Okay, let me see. Okay, let's see here if we have got a better chart. To be honest with you, this one isn't really saying much. Wow, this thing has progressed really well. It really has progressed well. So guys, I think you have heard me talk of Wyckoff accumulation patterns, right? Even the previous chart I was talking about, I was showing you a Wyckoff accumulation pattern. This again is a Wyckoff accumulation pattern, just on a different and a bigger time frame, right? Sitting right pretty much on support. Okay, let's see just the tokenomics of the whole thing, right? That's important if you're going to be holding it for the long term, right? So a Trader Joe 342.71, not bad, to be honest with you. You are still expecting something like that, 28% to better the circulating supply. But here is your resistance slash support. That was your trading range as well. Yeah, you should be looking for bottoming signs here in the zone and trying to buy that whole thing. Where exactly would I be selling this whole thing? Yeah, so isn't it a good idea to be selling it right here after 175% in terms of gains? I mean, for short-term sales, obviously. If you're going to be holding it for the long term, probably you don't want to be hearing anything like that, right? Like sell it after 176%. I mean, you don't want to be hearing that. But I still think that for me, I mean, I can take these things, right? Now, if you say that, well, I'll wait for the 0.61 Fibonacci retracement level, right? You'll be waiting for something like a 600%, sorry, 600x, what the hell? Let's see. God bless the latecomers who sell to our bakes. To whom we sell our bakes. That's mean, bro. That's mean, but to be honest with you, that's also the reality. That's really the reality. Let's take a look at Ghost, but I think this one is called Ghost Chain. Why? I really don't know. Let's see here. Okay, so Ghost, man, I don't have a clear reading on this. I just don't know. If anything, it just reminds me of what was that one which is going crazy right now? It's Constitutional DAO, right? Constitutional DAO had the same setup like this here. Like, I mean, you really don't know what this is all about, but I don't have a clear reading on this one, man. Let me just show you what exactly I would be doing with this one, but I have no idea, really. I have no idea. Now, again, this looks like a Wyckoff accumulation pattern here. Okay, I can trust that, no problem. But what the heck is this all about, these kind of movements? I don't like this at all. I don't like this at all. But I'm going to show you one chart that behaves exactly like this one, and it's really silly, let me tell you that. So that should be people, Constitutional DAO, right? Let's see what we get here with Constitutional DAO, or let's put it on a daily time frame. And here, what have we got? Okay, now look at this. This is exactly what Constitutional DAO. But you know what? Maybe we can actually be taking some kind of action here. I don't know. Mindful Jenny, can you see like the similarities that we are seeing here? So on top here, we have got ghosts, that ghost chain that you gave me right there. But no, on top we have got ghost chain, and then on down here we have got like people. What is this kind of price action here? I don't understand. All of a sudden, boom. Let me go ahead and try to do this one. Let's go. Let me show you the whole support level here. Okay, let's make it nice and easy. All right. Okay. So now look, you are just going down here, right? Even setting a new low compared to the previous one that we would have set here, which is almost the same thing as this one, right? Just break that resistance, you come back right here. Yeah, you know what? Maybe we can give it a shot, right? We can give it a shot. Let's see where we have got the resistances right there. But I hope I drove the point home that these things are haphazard. I really don't have any clear read on these ones, except for the fact that I saw it happening with people, which is constitutional DAO, right? But let's see if we can give it a shot, right? Just from a short-term trade perspective here, we have got resistance right there. Definitely we have got resistances here. Now, does our resistance have any sort of relationship with any Fibonacci retracement level here? Let's quickly check that. Right from the very top to the bottom here. Yeah, I mean, close to this one. So we'll be taking, if we buy now, we'll be getting what, 33%. Where is this thing listed, right? Where is this thing listed? I want to see if it's listed on anything that has got like I want to see if it's listed on anything that has, what am I writing, man? If it's listed on anything that one moment. Was it like this, the ticker symbol? Ah man, come tell me the ticker symbol, please. Can you please tell me the ticker symbol? Maybe we can actually come up with a short-term trade right there. GOS is Aave-Gochi. Oh, that's that. I'm looking for $4 to exit it. $4 to exit it. Is it possible? Wow, it's possible. It's possible. Should it repeat the same thing that this thing did? Yeah, it's possible. Can you please tell me the ticker symbol for this one? Let's quickly just take the tokenomics a little bit. Why? GOS is Aave-Gochi. Okay, let's quickly take a look at that. Why? The guy said we should buy what? Aave. By the way, Aave itself is doing well. I like that. Okay, Aave-Gochi, he said. This whole thing is not coming up, man. Oh, this whole thing is not coming. Maybe you can you know. In the meantime, let's take a look at Corti, right? We are looking for that trade with that ghost thing that I was told. But let's take a look at Corti. Did I pick Perpetual? Oh, fantastic here. Yeah, so I don't know who asked about Corti. Maybe that was Mindful Journey, but Mindful Journey, no, it's what is Mindful. Yeah, it was Mindful Journey. So I've already analyzed this one before, determining that there is a support level here, and you can see the chart is bouncing off that level exactly. Now this setup is usually a good one and it's positive, but as you can see here that it can be rejected at the initial here. But usually this is a setup that promises a new all-time high at least. So I'll be looking at 26 cents for this whole thing. 26 cents, maybe that's 100% from where the price is sitting right at this moment. I'll be looking for that. I'll be looking for that. I'll be looking for that. I'll definitely be looking for that. You had it on the screen. Oh, let me see. Let me see that. All right. So GOS, let's go ahead and do that one more time, right? Because really I'm interested in that. I want to see if we can enter a short-term trade, right? Oh yeah, it finally came out. I didn't see it before, right? So now very good. Let's take a look at where it's listed, right? So obviously it's spot. I want to see if it's listed Perpetuals Get.io. Okay, very good, ladies and gentlemen, we are entering a trade, right, with GOS, right? Gochi, right? So futures, okay, we can find it on Gate.io. I have got an account right there. Everything is pretty much in the circulating supply. I don't know what this thing is all about, but we're entering a trade with Gochi, right? Why? But let me just quickly tell you what the school of thought is with this trade. We're just referencing that. What was that? It was that people, yeah, constitutional DAO chart that we're just using as a reference right there. Not that this thing happens time and again in this market, but really I've just seen this thing before. And you're gonna realize it too that the moment you spend too much time on the charts, but you're just gonna be saying, ah man, I've seen this thing before. So the game plan right here is, you see what exactly people is doing here, right? Like down here, this is where we are. This is exactly where I'm saying we are, right? So obviously here you are expecting some kind of a bounce here, right? Some kind of a bounce. This is exactly what we are gonna be targeting, right? So probably we'll enter the trade 2 times, target the top of the range, and then eventually target like a bigger retracement level, right? So let me get back to Gauss, right? By the way, guys, I'm doing one-on-one trading tutorials, right, in my Patreon, and we are doing live calls and stuff like that. We are chatting in the middle of the night. We are exchanging chart ideas. We are trading. We are making money. We are doing all sorts of great stuff. So if you're interested in that too, right, in those trade alerts and trading with me one-on-one, feel free to check like even my last video, I think, or even the description of this. There is definitely a link to that tier right on my page, on right. So let me quickly explain to you this one for free, obviously, right? Because you know I'm doing marketing, right? I'm doing marketing. So let's go here. By the way, let's not delete that line, guys. Let's quickly enter a trade here. Let's quickly enter a trade here. As soon as I'm off stream, I'm gonna be putting in a long order here, right? So yeah, this is gonna be an advert. This should be this really should be fantastic. Why? So normally you would be targeting the top of the range, right? So that's around something like $2, right? So you are entering between maybe 160 and no, is that 160? Yeah, so this is 160. So enter between 150, $1.50, and this is $1.60 probably, and your main target is something like $2, and your stop loss. Let's see the risk reward ratio. Is that correct? Yeah, it's almost 3, 1:3. This is usually, we can even adjust that. We can adjust it a little bit like this. Okay, let's adjust it even much more. So now we have got a risk reward ratio of around 4, 1:4. I don't know if you're not taking the trade. I don't know. So your stop loss is something like 9% down here. If you are going to be entering the trade on a leverage, the maximum that I would personally recommend, right? Not that I'm giving you financial advice, but for myself, I would be going in with something like a 3x, right? So a 3x definitely means that I'm going to be getting at least 100% from this trade. So let's see what we get by there. This is going to be a trade that I'm going to be taking here with Gauss, who suggested this coin right there. I'm going to give a shout out to this guy. Why? Shout out to David Middleton. Is he the one who actually said it? Let's see. Yeah, David Middleton. A shout out to you, brother, because this one is a trade that I'm willing to take, right? Let me also, yeah, Gauss. I'll be noting this one down as soon as I'm off stream. I'm going to be trying a trade with Gauss, right? So Nakatomo Games, I have that one right there. Nakatomo Games. Yeah, Nakatomo Games, brother, is still in a massive work of accumulation pattern right there. It's gonna take a bit of time before it works itself up and continue its upward trajectory, in my humble opinion. Yeah, it's gonna take some time, right, at that level, right? It's just trying to work itself out of that work of accumulation pattern, but it's good. Yeah, so the biggest takeaway today was that trade that we took. Why? I mean, we haven't taken it just yet, but I hope you guys don't front. Anyway, you're 5 people here, so no big deal. I mean, even if one comes, okay. So BTC is doing amazing. BTC is doing really amazing, getting back to its first. I mean, to the top of the range. Jasmine is doing fantastic. Yeah, Jasmine right at this point. I don't even feel like talking about Jasmine because we are busy thinking about the profits that we made, right? I mean, we have already made cash from it, and that's good. That's good. GFI, because before you go, please. Okay, GFI before I go. Okay, no big deal. Let's quickly take a look at that GFI. That GFI. What is this one? GFI USDT. Okay, let's see. Okay. Goldfinch. Okay, interesting name, to be honest with you. Oh man. Oh man, oh man. This chart would have been fantastic down here. It really would have been a fantastic chart here. I hope, man, you entered right below this. Hey, it has already moved up, man. It's already up. 13x. 13x. Let me kind of see the tokenomics around it. I haven't heard it before. Just the same way I didn't hear about the GFI, you say, right? Yeah, let's see. Goldfinch shape number 600 something. Okay, so that's what 68% in supply. Not bad, not bad, not bad, not bad. I don't know what this thing does, but I know that I don't have a clear read on whatever is happening right now. No clear read whatsoever, brother. I really can't read this chart. If it was down below here, I would have been screaming on top of my voice. You know, guys, I'm like, you know, I'll buy this, it's gonna hit at least the first Fibonacci retracement level, this and that, this and that, this and that. But in this situation, I really cannot say much, man, to be honest with you. I don't have a clear read on this whole thing. So yeah, guys, I think we have hit an hour on the button. And Filecoin. Okay, let's quickly take a look at Filecoin, right? I was looking at Filecoin earlier this morning and trying to see what am I going to do with my trade. I'm sorry, guys, there's a lot of background noise, by the way. There are a lot of kids, man, right around. So that's crazy. Let's see what Filecoin is doing. Filecoin, come on, man. How can I not find Filecoin on my thing? It's really on my bookmarks. I think I should probably be deleting some of these other altcoins here because I'm really not looking at them. Okay, so Filecoin, just as we discussed yesterday, holding support levels here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. We were looking for a bottoming structure, short-term wise, and it's looking like, yeah. With Filecoin, what we want to do here, Mindful Journey, we want to rise all the way to something like $6.70. Just get slightly above that level. That is your confirmation that we are still in a bullish trend. Remember, we are looking at something like $27 here for Filecoin, and as high as something like $53, I think, was the one that we want to do. So Filecoin is still looking good. As you can see here, I'm actually in a trade which was entered at $6, and for the very first time, I'm slightly in a profit, in a very slight profit. So that's the case here with Filecoin. You know, for one reason or the other, it's one that I just happen to have a soft spot with. No problem. Let's see what happens eventually. Thank you, Mediton. All right, guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me here. So we are going to be taking it to the next live stream, right, which is going to be tomorrow. Maybe not tomorrow, but you know, very soon, right? As I said already, this summer we are going to be doing these ones much more. We're going to be doing it like on a regular basis, right? So if you have got time right around this these hours, we're going to be doing this. By these early morning hours are going to be fantastic, obviously. So thanks for the updates. Keep coming regularly. Yeah, I'm gonna keep coming regularly, but it also depends on my schedule, right? If I have got time, I'm definitely gonna be showing up. If there is no time, you know, we'll see what will be happening. So guys, have a good one. Take really good care.